Hey guys, welcome to a new Let's Play. It's Motorsport Manager. I'm going to call it Road to Glory. So we're going to head off and start with a new career. Tutorials off. Session lengths we want long. We want to make it more as realistic as we can. American dollars because there's no Australian. Date format, it's correct for my country. Autosave will keep on. Name, put in my name. Date of birth, we'll put in my date of birth and show my real age. Now we are Australasia, so we're Australian. Driver morale, ex-engineer. So with your background in engineering, you can help trim down the time it takes to design new parts of the car. So part design time minus 1 day. I don't really think that's helpful. Minus 5% payments. Doesn't really matter. Politico plus 4 votes each season, which could be handy, but doesn't really matter. Unknown, we get no bonus. X driver, I think that's the best one to go. Driver morale plus 30. Keep everyone happy. I've had a look at this before. So hairstyle 10 is me. Lighter brown hair without my grey patch will be nice. At the moment, I'm getting rid of my little soul patch I've got going on and starting to grow a little beard, not too thick. So maybe that one will do. Glasses. I do wear glasses when I game, but not in real life, so we won't do it. Now you've got the World Motorsport Championship, which is the top tier, like Formula 1. Asia Pacific Super Cup, which is like F1 Group 2, I guess you'd call it. GP2, then you've got European Racing Series, I guess you call GP3. So we're going to start at the bottom and work our way to the top. So we'll select the European Racing Series. And now we get to pick a team. So you've got Garuda Racing, they're from India, budget 4 mil. Expected to finish first, pressure is extremely high. Everything is pretty much the best. Then you've got Eastwood Motorsport, 3.75 mil. Expected to finish second, high pressure as well. They are pretty good as well. Firebird MRT, 2.5 mil, third, high pressure. Silver Racing from Brazil, 1.75 mil, fourth, high pressure. Oksala Motorsport from Finland, 3 mil, fifth place, medium. So it's fifth place in the Constructors' Championship, by the way. Octane Racing from Canada, 3.5 mil, which is more than Oksala. Sixth overall, medium pressure. Dragon Race Team China, they're from China obviously, 3.5 mil, expected to finish 7th. Pressure medium, you got Archer BMR from the UK, 1 mil budget, 8th finish, pressure medium. ZRT Autosports from the USA, 500,000 budget, expected to finish 9th, pressure is low. We've got Predator Racing Group from Australia. 250,000 budget, which is extremely low. 10th, low pressure. So I'm going to go with Predator Racing Group, obviously because 1, they're Australian, and 2, we want to start at the bottom and hopefully work our way to the top. Fingers crossed we don't get fired along the way, which is a possibility. So Predator Racing Group. Wait for it to load on in, and I'll sort of explain how the home screen works and what you can and can't do, and I think we'll head into our first race. So you've got your home screen, which shows team, driver. If you mouse over them, which give you their stats. So Irons, Santa Ana, cost per race 167,000. 34-month contract. Everything's pretty good except for a cornering is terrible. Then you've got Mr. William Evans from Australia. Everything's pretty terrible except for his cornering, which is only one better than Irons, so he really needs to go. We really need a new driver. Chairman's happiness. Job is pretty secure. This is where we are. We stand in the league as far as car, driver, headquarters, staff, and sponsors go. Low for everything. Can improve parts. The work in progress here is us creating new parts. If you've got your next race, driver standings, that sort of thing. So hit the player, that just gives you my details, career history, available jobs, my player stats, all that jazz. You got your mail, so welcome to Predator Racing Group. This season, she's excited to work with me. She watched me growing up when I was racing. There's Will Evans, used to be a fan of yours back when you were racing. Got Charlotte Williams from the design facility. Report from Aaron Burgess, our scout. So Irons is a below average driver in the European Racing Series. Her potential is good though, and given the chance to improve, she could certainly become one of the better drivers in the championship. Her strength is a consistency, but she has a hard time dealing with the corners, which is what we've seen already. Will is a low quality driver. Potential is good though, and given the chance, he could improve. He could certainly become one of the better drivers in the championship. Best skill is cornering, weakest is overtaking. Kate's our spare driver, I guess you call it a third driver. She's pretty strong and she's good at overtaking, but she's got no potential at all. So our target for the season, the start of a new season, so we can clarify how you think that the team is going to do this season, which sets a payment amount that I give you after each race. Now, I know that we don't have the greatest team in the championship, but we can offer you a little more cash if you think that we can avoid coming last. So 1.84 per race if we think we're going to finish 8th or higher, or if we're going to finish 10th, we're 1.54. So it's next to 300,000 per race. It's next to 3 million per year, but we are the worst team there, so I don't really expect us to finish at least not 8th, maybe 9th if we're lucky. So we'll just select 10th. So we've got our car here, which is our stats. The front wing and rear wing are spec parts, so we can't change those. We've got your chassis makeup. You can change your car livery, which I will eventually do. Maybe start of the next season, I guess. We'll see how we go money-wise. You can design new parts. This is where you change your parts from car to car. Improve parts. We'll quickly head in there and have a look. So you've got Tom Waterhouse, the race mechanic, and Oscar Deverett, mechanic as well. So you've got here, the current part is 2 out of 35 performance. Suspension wise, all that sort of stuff. Then you've got improved reliability, so 55%, 50, all that sort of stuff. So the next race, top speed's crucial, and acceleration and high speed corners. So we can maybe improve our top speed here, but we can also, we might be better off going with improving our suspension, and then we can also improve the reliability, which isn't actually 80% isn't too bad, so we might not worry about that. I think our engines, what's our lowest? 50% in brakes, so maybe this one, and our gearbox is pretty low as well, so maybe that one. Now you want to, down the bottom here you got, so it'll complete 2 days before the race. If you drag this across, it'll show you it changes, so we want to make sure that is fixed, or up to 34 points by the start of the race, so 3 hours before race will be completed. 67 days after race, they will both be 100%, but they will get from 50% to say maybe 65% before the start of the race, just depending on how we go. So have a look at our HQ, which has got a level 1 factory, level 1 design centre. You can buy new buildings, upgrade current buildings. Won't go into that too much depth at the moment. The HQ is in Australia, total staff 20, level 1, design and factory. Shows you where we are, part of the championship. We are the worst out of everybody. Gives you me, the team principal, our drivers, designers. Marketability is pretty low. Here we can go through and just check out stats and that sort of thing. Fire people, hire people, well, not hire people, fire people, renew contracts. Similar thing here, you can compare the designers. So his relationship with Irons is nearly up to level 2, which is good, and they're 48 weeks together, so he's nearly up to level 2 as well. So his sweet spot in qualifying is bigger, but in this series you'll see once we get into the race there's no qualifying, it's all reverse grid. So if you're first in the championship you start last, if you're last in the championship you start first. This point in time we can look at some new drivers. So what I'll do is we can scout 3 people, so I want to scout some younger guys. Whoop. I'd like to get rid of Will if we can. We might just scout these three, won't really go into too much detail. Finances, you set the budget for next year's car, so if we want to cost us $1 million per race, our car will be better for next year. If we do it cheaper, it'll be worse for next year, of course. So I think at this point in time, the income per race is only $638, so if we move it to that, it'll only be $338, so we're not going to get much income per race. I'd like to leave it at medium for now, and we'll see how we go. So we've got a couple of sponsors. So wants to finish 16th or above for 200,000. These guys, second or above, 100,000 or 650 per race if we make it. This one, 8th or above, 500,000 per race. So now we're not going to finish second or probably 8th. So I'll just ignore them for now. You got your standings, driver standings, team standings, all that sort of stuff. You got your calendar, which goes through the track. So our first race will be Black Sea Grand Prix from Russia, I think it is. So we'll just continue through. Obviously it comes up when there's messages here, it'll come up with something. So interview request, go to our mail. So this is just like a newspaper or online report. So I won't look at reading that sort of stuff. Is Jar going to retire? So he's from the Euro Racing League, he's one of the better drivers. Another report from some more critics, I guess. Media must respond. So we can do an interview, so I'll accept this interview. Well, you'll certainly pick the tough task for your first job. You're expecting to pick up many points at all this season. Yeah, points are definitely on the cards. Drivers weren't happy with that. It's been as fans, as your top driver, do you agree with that, or you say Williams is better? Irons is definitely better. Wilson's morale's gone down a little bit, but he'll get over it. In the Evening Herald season preview, I wrote that you're expected to finish 10th in the championship. Is that accurate, or do you think you can do any better? It seems fair, but we'll try and do better. We all remember your time as a fan favourite racer a few years back, but will you be able to transfer your skills to the management game? How about we do the fan support and see what happens? Nothing changed, unfortunately. I was hoping the marketability would go up a little bit, but nothing else to look at. We'll skip on through. Races in 8 days. Oop. People want things done. Okay, got some sponsors there, which is good. We've got some mail. Prepared a brief report for the Black Sea, 45 lap race, 121.3, 40% chance of rain. Garuda Racing will be the ones to beat. Tyre compound soft and super softs. Our car's one of the best in the group for tyre wear. Okay, telemetry centre. I'm going to ignore that. We'd love to have a telemetry centre, but we don't have 8 million to upgrade some things. So, performance work is complete. So, where were we? The suspension is 34. 34, which is great. Now, if we can have a look, track guide will go through to Munich. So, acceleration and suspension is what we need for the next race. So, we've done suspension, so we're going to need gearbox. So, we'll upgrade that for the next race. We can design new parts, but with the money we've got, we can't design anything. Cheapest is brakes, so we'll just leave that for now. Our first race will probably not going to go very well. So this guy does 500,000 up front for 8 races. Well, this one does 150 for 6. So that'll be 900,000 in total. 3, 6, yeah, 900,000 in total, and that'll be 500,000. So we'll do. Have a look at this one first, shall we? Upfront payment $1 million. Yes, so we'll take that because we need the extra money. So obviously this one's worth more than this one. So I'm thinking we'll go with, even though it's not an upfront payment, it was 0 compared to 500, we'll still take it because it's more in the long run. A new offer here, second or above, home race bonus 3.2%, so that'll be nice. If we could finish second, 3 times 2 of that would be amazing, but it's not going to happen. So we'll skip through to the race, 16th or above. Part fitting, I'd like to check up our parts because I want to make sure gearbox, actually suspension. Yep, so our first car, which is Irons, has got the better suspension, the better gearbox. She has the better engine, and the better brakes, which are terrible. But she's got better everything, so that's what we want. Because I don't think Will, with his stats are terrible. I don't think he's going to really do anything this race, or even for the whole season, to be honest. So we'll head in and we'll do the practice to try and get our setup top notch if we can. That'll be the plan. So the Black Sea Grand Prix from Russia. Round 1 out of 10, so there's 10 rounds. The practice is on the Friday. Obviously Saturday would usually be qualifying, but because we don't qualify, there isn't any qualifying at all. So we want to have Irons in. I know she does give better feedback than Will, only barely. So we might whack her in. Setup wise, so it's going to be fast flowing track. So I think we want lower downforce. So I'll go 14 and 24 on the front. Tyre pressure we'll leave for now. We might adjust our suspension. So maybe 69% for our suspension. She does want a little bit more understeer. So we'll go 1.6 on the camber. Leave the tyre pressures the same. I don't like to fiddle with them too much. The gear ratio, we'll leave it 50% as well. We'll send her out on maybe softs. Have a look at the second car, which Katie will be driving. Downforce, we'll just leave them for now because it's still within that little green section there. Handling's fine. Speed balance we'll bump up. We'll just put it at 69%. 69. I write all this stuff down just so it's easier for me to make adjustments after the practice session. So stick her on softs as well. We'll start our practice. We'll take practice. Yeah, with practice, because it's not overly exciting. What I do and what I will show you what I do is I just send them straight out. We've already got our setup down. 4 laps race trim on soft, so she can go. I'll let her get to the end. Pit lane. Now I'll send out Katie. She's all set to go. Pump the strategies both up to push for driving style and high for engine mode. They will give you feedback after each lap, so I'll also jot down the feedback. So her handling is very good. Now Katie should come back with some feedback very shortly. Handling, she's happy with her handling too. That's a good start. So Irons is in second, third, fourth. So the aero needs to go down a bit. .122.3 fastest lap. We've done a 125.5. So she's very happy with her aero for Katie. And the gears are perfect. For Irons, she's in 10th at the moment, which is pretty good. I'd like to finish top 16 the first race, will be handy. There's no more feedback that I've seen. Katie's still in 18th. There we go. So she wants her gears to be shorter. Irons is finished, so she'll be heading in. Now, we're not going to get any more laps, but we'll send them back out again to try and get a tiny little bit more feedback. As you can see down here, setup knowledge is pretty good. Katie's is terrible because she hasn't got that feedback skill that we need. The race trim level 1 knowledge, which is good, and soft tyres also, so that's handy for the race. So she's come in, so we'll have a look at her setup now. She wants to tone the aero down a little bit. So what are we going to do? Tone it down, does that mean go down a bit more? So I might go down to 13.4 and say 23.4. So 13.4, 23.4. Her handling, we might just drop her camber down to 1.2. Leave the tyres at 21, gearing at 50 because she said it was pretty good. Suspension, we'll leave it 69 because she was happy with that. Hopefully they're going to go the right way, not the wrong way. So continue, race trim again, new set of new set of softs. We'll send her back out. Now we'll keep an eye on Katie. She shouldn't be far off coming in. Do the same again. We'll adjust her and send her straight back out. So now handling was good and her aero was good. She's at 81%, which is great. She's not happy with the speed, so she wants the gears to be shorter. So we'll drop it to 56%. Her handling was good and her downforce was good. So the gears will go to 56. Suspension, we will maybe give her a bit more oversteer. So we'll drop that to 44% and hopefully that's the right way. Downforce, we'll drop by 5. So we'll go 14.5 and 24.5. 21 tyre pressure and 2.0 camber. So she was happy with these, like they were good, but they're not great, and this one wasn't great. So make those few changes, and if they're the wrong way, we'll bump it back the other way. So head back out, keep an eye on irons. We may get one lot more feedback from her. She should get another hot lap in, and Katie, she might go close to getting a hot lap in. As you can see, 16th and 20th at the moment. So our second car, I don't think is going to could really come anywhere this race. Our main focus will be on irons and our number 1 car. So Katie, downforce is wrong. And the handling, I think handling was better for Katie. So they're both on their last hot lap. So fingers crossed to get a little bit more feedback, but I don't think we will. So she's done at 29.9, so that wasn't very helpful. Let's see if her handling's better. And Katie didn't improve on her time, so now we can go and have a look at the setups again and make final changes before the race. So we're down the bottom, 19th and 20th, 4.6 behind the leader, 6.7. So we can hope that somebody has an issue. Pretty lame session. Yeah, it was lame. Obviously we are the worst team, so I don't know what they expect. If only they knew what the stats were really like. As I said, reverse grid races, so we should be starting in 20th. First, I should say, sorry. And I think 16th. So we've got irons in our first car and wheels back in our second car. We'll give her engine expert so we can run her harder for longer. Race trim we'll put on, and for him, he will only have soft tyres and race trim. So car setup, we'll go to setup number 1. So he went the wrong way with all of these. Okay. Actually, we need more downforce. Downforce left, handling right, speed left. So downforce left. Is that right? So that was poorer. So we need more downforce. So 14.5. Just quickly jot this down again and try and get this perfect. 14.5 and 24.5. We'll go back to our first setup. Our handling was good. So she wants more oversteer. So 14.5. Take a bit of time to get this right. She wants more oversteer. So she was happy there. So we take it to there. Drop it back down to one more maybe. So we go 1.2 tyre camber. 1.2. 63 suspension. Tyre pressure will still be 21. Now her gears are good there and they're okay there. So 14.5, 24.5. We had 21 tyre pressure. 1.2 there. Wanted 63% there. There's some more acceleration, so we'll quickly bump. If we bump those 1.2, that should, fingers crossed, be where they want it. We will start on super softs, full of fuel. Now we'll head to our second car. Okay, downforce was good to the left, it wasn't as good to the right. So we will go 15.5, 25.5. Might be a little bit far. But it should be okay, I think. Handling, she was happy either way, so I'm not quite sure. I know she wants more acceleration, so 15.5, 25.5. She wants more acceleration. The handling was good. How about we just leave it like that? So we'll go 21 tyre pressure, 2.0 minus in camber, 56 gears, 44 in suspension stiffness, which isn't too much of a change. I think what really changes the wing angles. So fingers crossed, whack her on, whack him on super softs as well. Driver strategy, we want to go flat stick from the start, and then we'll head into the race. Try and keep all this, the whole race, we want to try and keep it all on the slower speed. So we're starting in first. Wow, Irons is a fair way down, so first, maybe 12th. Yeah, 12th, there she is. So first and 12th. So here we go. Race is going to start. Starting from first and 12th. Have a look at Will. Oh, not too bad to start. Bogged down a little bit. Katie's still in. Oh, sorry, Irons is still in 12th. Will has dropped back already. Irons is up into 11th. Will's back down to 3rd. Irons is still in 11th. Will's back down to 4th. So I'm not expecting much from Will. Any race this year, I think. We will look at replacing him at some stage. So Irons is back into 12th, where she started. Back to 13th. Plenty of guys locking up down the bottom here. It's back to 14th. Now our sponsor target is 16th or above. So we need to keep an eye on their tyre wear and also their heat in their tyres. So Willie's in 5th, he's like holding everybody up. Someone's been given a Dembele has been given a black flag. Evans is back into 7th. Irons is still in 13th, back to 13th. It's alright, Will. Oh, she's a bit unhappy about that. She's still fighting hard though, so we'll drop her tyres down to push. His tyres down to push and high fuel use. Because their tyres are starting to get hot. We don't want them to get much hotter than this. Hines has dropped back to 16th. Will is still up in 7th, which is pretty good. Looks like there might be a bit of rain coming. So we'll try and get these tyres. Wow, her tyres are absolutely shot. We want to try and keep her tyres, conserve her tyres. We're try and keep them as long as we can, because it looks like, I know, track grip, so it might not rain early on. But we want to try and keep her tyres from dropping too much more. Will's still battling pretty well. He's up in the 13th, still in 13th, dropping back, but not quite as quick as I thought he would. Yeah, obviously we've got 14 laps left for Irons, and she's just going to... the tyres are going to shite. She's going to keep pumping flat out because of her ability to be able to run flat out without damaging her engine. Yep, the tyres are gone, so we will pit this lap. We're just going to have to, because those tyres are absolutely rat shit at the moment. Top her right up with fuel. Suspension's good, everything's good. She hasn't damaged a thing yet. That's great. Go for a fast stop. It's 33% more likely to have an issue. But that's fine. Head back to Will, see how he's going. Still in 13th. Guys in front are getting away. The guys behind are catching him still. It's pretty slow. I'd like an option here to see their fastest lap. Obviously his pace is minus 2.3 seconds compared to his last lap, which is good. So he's back into 14th. Here comes Irons into the pits. Have a look at her stop. Bumper tyres back up to push. Some new set, so bad refueling, good tyres. We'll see how much we lost on that stop, 7.5, so... yeah, she wasn't happy about it. Dropped back to 8. She's back in 18th, though. She's still ahead of Rogers, and Dembell's way behind. He's about to get lapped, actually. Evans is still pushing through. His tyres are getting fairly hot, so we don't want to get them any hotter than that, because they will get destroyed pretty quick. He's doing really well, though. A lot better than I thought he would. Car 15 is in the pits. See Mello and Gerard, see what tyres they come out on. They were on softs and they've gone through them really quick. Gerard softs again. Mello's come... oh, he's slow stop, he's still on softs. So Irons are still pushing through. She's staying ahead of 18th there, which is good. Evans is still battling away. It's Hang and Gerard. He's dropped back to 14th now. We're going to have to bring him into pit. So not this lap. I might bring him in next lap. But she burned those super softs up really fast. He's going to drop back to 14th, maybe. No. He's kept a cool head and kept his spot. So when he comes across the start finish, actually, we'll wait till the end of next lap. His tyres aren't too bad. Hers are going fast again. I'm assuming that's because she's not very good at her cornering. So, but she's still pushing flat out. Condition of the car is still decent. Wheels, gearbox is looking like a bit of an issue. So we will need to touch that up at some stage. He's up into 11th because other guys around are pitted. Actually, yeah, we'll bring him in now. We'll bump his fuel up. Part condition, it's going to take 15 seconds, so we won't fix it yet. Yeah, bugger it. We'll just do fast stops for everybody. Tyres wearing down, boss. Yep, you're on your way in this lap, Will. Irons is back in the 17th. Milo got past. Evans is back down to 12th with 13th and Beauchamp right behind him. So now Beauchamp and Jar are definitely the fastest they got the fastest cars on track, quality wise anyway. So see how his stop goes. Full fuel. Here comes the tyres. Good. 10.2 seconds. So it's a beautiful stop. There goes Irons past Evans. So she's made up some ground, or he's lost a lot. One of the two. So we are 4 seconds behind 16th spot, which is our target. He's 10 seconds behind. So her tyres are getting quite warm. Bump him up to attack with his tyres. Push with his tyres. We don't want her tyres to get too much hotter. So Will's about to get lapped by the leader, and there he is. So we'll definitely let our scout have a look around for some new talent, some young talent to get rid of Will. He's only 26, I think, but his stats just aren't good enough. Like, her stats are pretty good except for her cornering. So if we can save up the money to upgrade our HQ, to buy another building which allows her to practice her cornering, that'll be perfect for her. Oh, it's a bit of contact there. Rogers has got through though. Dreyfus is just behind, and there he goes through as well. Keep an eye on her parts. Oh no, she's crashed. No. That is not good. So we're down to one driver. All our hope now rests on Will. We'll bring him in. Stick another set of softs on. We might as well. Pace car is out. Safety car, I should say. We'll fix. Should we fix everything? 54 seconds. We might as well, because I want to make sure he finishes now. We'll speed it up. This race isn't going according to plan, that's for sure. So engine, brakes are done. Engine's getting done. Front wing's getting done. Gearbox. Rear wing, suspension, and off we go. Come on. Good everything. Beautiful job. I don't know, well, fingers crossed. Way behind 16th spot, so we're hoping that there's some more incidents which aren't us. We definitely need to. The other options we have is to upgrade our car, which does cost a lot of money. Or we can just save all our money and keep running at the back of the pack like we are now. And yeah, pass the pace car. Yeah, keep running at the back of the pack now and upgrade our HQ. So I'm not sure what the best option would be. I'm thinking upgrading our car, get a better motor, gearbox, suspension, and brakes. Getting one set of better stuff for irons to run. Then Will can get the better stuff of the leftover parts we got behind. But it's a shame to see her crash there. It's definitely a big shame. So the safety car is heading in. Let's have a look and see where he is. The leader still hasn't caught him yet, and we are a lap down. 19th spot is up here, so we're not going to get 18th, 17th, 16th. We're not going to get back past the safety car, I don't think. Will they allow us past? No. So we're going to be stuck behind. So this race is pretty much, in my opinion, done and dusted. We're not going to get any higher than 19th. Blue flag's waving everywhere. It's got to let everybody go. So we'll just keep it in triple speed for now. There'll be no excitement for this race. Still bummed about irons. It's unfortunate. She was hoping she would do pretty well first race, but it's not to be. And that's racing, as we know. You can win one week and then finish dead last the next, whether it's your own fault or someone else's fault. You know, it's racing. That's what racing's all about. It's not only just about skill and having the best car behind you, but it's also comes down to a lot of luck too, I guess. Righto, we'll let these guys go. We'll just cruise around now because I'm not going to get anywhere. So track grip still high. There's no water coming at the moment. A few 2-stoppers out there. 1 3-stopper as well. So hope for 3 more guys to have issues, so we can get the top 16, get a bit of extra money. But as I said, I don't think it's going to happen. So 17th and 18th are right behind us. 16th has already gone past, so there's no way we're going to get them back. So we've got 28 laps to go, so we should be able to pretty much run him all the way down to no fuel left, and then pit once more and we'll run to the finish then. We'll see. It's not going to be a very exciting race. Only watching Will, and he's coming, we might as well say, dead last. He's got 17th spot catching him from behind. The leader's catching us again as well, so he's 1:30 for our last lap, and the leader did a 1:21.3, so we're 9 seconds slower than we should be. And I guess that's what we get for having the worst car in this series, in the European Racing Series. But as I said, it's road to glory. Start at the bottom, and fingers crossed we can work our way to the top. Maybe even take this team to the World Motorsport Championship, win a title up there. Not long fixed it, mate, but it's he's not taking care of that gearbox, that's for sure. It's something else we're gonna have to fix, I think. Again, obviously we're not going to win anyway, so I'd rather him finish than have him crash out as well. So 18th spot is right behind him. Blue flag, obviously. Had to let him by. Going through the end of lap 22. 17th place is right in front of us. We've got Rogers in the pits as well. .23 to go for the leader. Chu is in the pits. Out he comes. Looks like it's for Ferrari with the red there. I think that's the Chinese racing team, Dragon Motorsport, I think it was. Head back to Will. He's about to get overtaken again. So how many laps we got to go? We want to make sure we're going to be good for fuel if he pits once more. You see his tyres are getting cold, so we'll bump him up. Couple more guys in the pits. John's Tator, Cavalcanti, Antonov. Yep, your tyres are worn, mate, but we need to keep you out there a little bit longer. Issues with his parts, his gearbox and motor are both gone, so we will have to fix those next pit stop. So bump his tyres up to attack because they are way cold. Still a shame that Irons has crashed out. Not too sure what happened. Like, was it all by herself, or was it the contact that we seen her actually get? I'm not really sure. So we'll keep running him. His tyres are 21%, so we might bring him in this time around. Another set of softs on. Now 18 laps left after pit stop, so we're going to fill him right up, and he should make it. Fix the engine and gearbox, and we'll do a fast stop again, doesn't matter. So he's still pushing hard with these tyres, 18%, so they're not very good at all. Sabato's in. Dropping down the order. He's on his way out now. So he should come out in 11th. Alright, in comes Will. Keep an eye on his stop. His tyres were shocking. But fueling, tyres are done. Fix his engine. Now we're going to do his gearbox. Hopefully we get all greens again. Yeah, great refueling. Good and good tyres and gearbox. That's what we want. Yeah, you can win and lose a race in the pits. Obviously for us it's not going to matter. We have the best pit stop in the world and we still wouldn't win, but we're still going to come 19th. And look at Rogers. You can see this here means he's got mechanical issues as well. So it's good to see. And that means he's coming into the pits, a little green with a square there. He's coming into his box. So it's good to see that we can actually tell that they're having issues as well, just like we are. He's been in there for a fair while. Marchetta coming behind him. So now that little box is gone, so they must have fixed whatever issue it was he was having. So for his driver modifiers, he's got level 1 +5 performance increase with soft tyres and level 1 +5 performance increase for race trim. Action averse. I like a nice clear track, so he doesn't like to overtake people. Now for irons, higher engine modes no longer impact conditioning, so she can run flat out the whole way, which is good. Race trim +5% performance increase, and she hates dueling, so one-on-one fight drops her overall by -1. Let's have a look here. I think Beauchamp he has got an issue. His teammate Jar is out in front. He's got no issues and he's pushing hard too. Let's go back to Evans. Now the car ahead of him is 145 seconds ahead, so yeah, he's having an absolute shocker. Beauchamp has pitted. Has he fixed his issue? That's the question. He has. So can he get back up into second spot? That's the question. Be a 1-2. When I look at Evans, his conditioning is good. He should make it to the end. 13 laps of fuel remaining, with 12 laps to go. So he can. Oh, it doesn't say we've got excess fuel, so we might just leave it at that. Put his tyres back to neutral. Let him keep pushing through. Obviously, he's still at triple speed. I'd like to run single speed, like speed 1, but with it only being him and him being so far down the order, there's no excitement. So there's no point in going slow. Let's have a look at Jar. Yeah, we've got enough spare fuel. We do, mate. We do. So he's got no issues. He's still pushing hard fuel-wise. He's got a 33-second gap, so I don't know why he's pushing so hard, but Cavalcanti is conserving their tyres and attacking with their fuel. Bellow's the same, conserving tyres, attacking with the fuel. Sabato pushing hard with both, because him and Beauchamp are fighting. Oh, now can Beauchamp get back up into second spot? Let's have a look. He's got 21 seconds to the car ahead, so I don't think he can, to be honest. He's coming past our guy Evans there. Bump him up for high speed. It's not going to make any difference. We've got the fuel, so might as well use it. He's pushing really hard now. There's 20 seconds, 20.8, so he's definitely catching, but is it enough? So then he's got a 23-second gap before he gets back into second. Obviously, it'd be good for their team to get it 1-2. Third spot. Oh, Beauchamp, he's into third now. They've pitted the guys in front of him, so now he's 23 seconds from the guy ahead, from Cavalcanti. And he's 34 seconds from the car ahead, so he's getting held up by traffic too, which is an issue. I've noticed with the blue flags, they don't really get out of the way very well. Let's have a look. Is he catching? Down to 20. Oh, he's definitely catching. Down to 19 seconds. He's catching really quick, but he's only got 6 laps to go. 5 at the end of this one. So is it enough? Got a sponsor offer. It's good. So he's 2 seconds a lap faster last lap. Did a 24.6. What did he do this time? Oh, Beauchamp is up into second because Cavalcanti is pitted. His tyre wear is pretty bad. Well, we just Conserve. We won't worry about pushing him too hard. We just want to try and get him to the end. You haven't got many laps to go, mate, so just keep pushing. We're not getting much out of these tyres. I'm supposed to have pretty good tyre wear for this car, but I really don't think we do. There goes ninth spot. He has an issue, Valdez. We've got Varnanen right behind him. Has Varnanen got issues? He hasn't, so he should get him. But then again, you never know. But 2 laps to go for the leader. Evans, his tyres are shot. We'll just put him low everything. Let him just make it to the end, mate. Condition of his parts are pretty good. So low temperatures are hurting his tyre wear, so let's just attack then. Just do whatever you want to do, mate. So final lap for Jar here. He's got issues. He's nearly a minute ahead of his teammate, Beauchamp. So we'll watch him come across the finish line. He's going to take round 1 here, Black Sea Grand Prix from Russia. Here comes Evans, still struggling away. His tyres are down to 11%. They are absolutely destroyed. Lakes Rogers is out of fuel. We've still got 2 laps in the tank. There we go. Race is done. 19th and 20th. That race was a complete disaster. Yes, Will, it was. It was a complete disaster, my friend. There's Jar, finished in first. Teammate Beauchamp from Garuda Racing as well. He's in second. Cavalcanti back into third. So. Well, that's been round 1. Didn't go according to plan. She only got, what, 8 laps in, and that was it. So, it's shocking for us, that race. Scrutineering, checking cars for no issues. Have we got any issues? None broken, thank God. So, you got the fastest lap bonus, so we got an extra 2 points. Okay, Dembele got a drive-through penalty, and Aussie Irons has crashed. So Garuda did a 1-2. We did a 1-2, the wrong end of the field. Garuda's ahead by 8. The team's championship, and we're behind by 7 for 9th spot and 9 for 12th spot, 8th spot, sorry. I won't worry about these people, just going to give us an absolute godful. So our next race will be round 2 at Munich, from the Munich Grand Prix in Germany. This will pretty much be the end of our episode. We'll just look at the changes. Like the driver morale dropped a bit because she didn't finish. His has gone up, which is great. She's improved everywhere. Relationships dropped a bit. His relationship with his mechanic has jumped up. They've improved. She hasn't done anything. Driver morale 100%. She's extremely happy. Just wish she was a little bit better, so we could put her in as our second reserve driver. Happiness is plus 6% for our chairman, even though we completely sucked. But anyway. So we've got an extra 788,000. So chairman, I went too quick then. World Motorsport Championship, Scuderia Rossini, Dido Wexler 1, Nina Holt 2nd, Anna Oliveira 3rd, now Molly Fox with Ricardo Costa and John Silvander. So we know those results. So we'll head back. We'll call that episode number 1 for our Road to Glory series. That race didn't go according to plan. Got a bit of mail there, a couple of sponsors. We'll come back and check that in our next episode. But thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Going to do some more of this Motorsport Manager plus the other videos that I've got. Some other Let's Plays of Transport Fever and also Farm Simulator when I get time around work and family life. We're definitely going to try and hit this series hard and get some more videos out pretty quick. So don't forget to leave a comment if you think I should just pump all the money into designing some new parts, or we should save our money to upgrade our home HQ, or should we try and get rid of Will and get another driver as soon as possible. You know, just put in the comments, let me know what you think. Maybe if you play this game yourself and you've done the similar thing, what you've done and what works for you, just let me know. But we'll see you in episode 2 of our Motorsport Manager Road to Glory series. Thanks for watching.